What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Little Black Mario. So let's get into it. So today I'm bringing you episode 6. So in the opening scene, what I have for episode 6 is I have Batman and Selina. They're on top of this rooftop and they're looking down on the Court of Owls. And right now they're having this meeting. And in the meeting, what they're talking about is they still believe that Batman is alive. So they're trying to figure out how to get rid of Batman and as a whole and how to make sure that they stay on top in Gotham. So what I have is that they're trying to rescue Alfred and Selina's friend that got kidnapped by the Court of Owls. So right now, what they're looking at is they're having a meeting, and in the meeting, there's another room in the background that we don't see where they have Alfred held up, and then there's another room where they have her friend held up as well. So what I have is, as they're discussing like what they're gonna do to Batman, there's one of them that's like, hey, like we should take care of these two people, and that will make them come out, and then they'll be able to kill both Batman and Selina. So what I have is, as they're talking about that, one of the Court of Owls, there's like a silhouette of him like bringing out Alfred, and then there's another silhouette of another Court of Owls bringing out Selina. So after that, what I have is after he brings out Alfred and they bring out Selina, what I decided is that they kill Selina's friend, and then they're about to do the same thing to Alfred, and then that's when Batman decides to strike. So he crashes through the rooftop, and him and Selina, they start fighting the Court of Owls. So as they're fighting the Court of Owls, Batman faces Talon again. So this would be the second time that they're fighting, which would be the final time that they're fighting. So now that they're fighting each other, they're trying to figure out how Batman's trying to figure out how he could take down Talon and the Court of Owls as well, so that way that they're getting rid of the corruption in Gotham. So as Batman's fighting Talon, he realizes that they still outmatches him, so because he's not experienced in the Court of Owls, so he's still new to being Batman. So what I have is I have the Court of Owls kind of overtaking him and like kind of getting the upper hand in the fight. So what happens is I have Selina where she kind of brings in the upper hand, where it's Batman, Selina versus Talon and the Court of Owls. So what I have after that is I have Batman. He's like, hey, Selina, we need to work together and be able to take down the Court of Owls because we're not going to be able to take them down like by ourselves. So after that, what I have is after that, Bruce Wayne, he lets the court know that like he's not going to fall into the corruption that his father did, because what happens is as Batman's fighting Talon, like Talon lets him know like, hey, like your family has been around in the Court of Owls for a while, like since like before your father Thomas Wayne was like born. Like his father's father was in the Court of Owls, and it only makes sense for you to join the Court of Owls. And he lets know like, hey, like you guys are a part of corruption. I'm not with that like at all. Like he's like, I'm not gonna fall into the same dark and corruption that my family did. So as he does that, that gives back kind of Batman the upper hand, where he's able to trick them into believing that he's going to fall into the same corruption, and then that's how he gets the upper hand in the fight. After that, what I have is they end up rescuing Alfred, and then after they rescue Alfred, they kind of escape, and then what happens is Batman, as they're leaving, Batman tells Selina and Alfred to get out of there, and then Batman will face the Court of Owls by himself. And as he faces the Court of Owls by himself, he sees different portraits of like his family, of like Thomas Wayne's father, his father before him, his father before him, and he realizes that like he has to get rid of his evidence, because if it comes to life, then people will only believe that like, hey, Batman's not really out to do good; he's only out to do evil. So in the ending scene, what I have is it's Batman versus Talon, and the assassin that's with him. And when he decides to defeat them, well, not decides to defeat them, when he's fighting them, he tends to get the upper hand. So he's like going all out, like he's not like he's pushing himself to the limit, and then he ends up defeating them, and then they end up escaping, going back to Gotham.